Ah, yes, yes, yes. The Tilta Nucleus Nano 1 has been updated. I mean, look at this screen. The Nucleus Nano 2 has dropped, and this thing, I've been using it for the past 4 weeks, and it's been incredible. I absolutely love literally everything about this. We've got a lot to get through. Timestamps will be below, and we're going to be showing you the differences between the 1 and 2, and obviously the incredible upgrades that they've got in the Nano 2. So let's get into it. What's going on, my friends? I hope you're all doing fantastic. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jason. I do a whole bunch of tips, tricks, tutorials, reviews on filmmaking stuff. Let's get into this Nano 2. I'm so excited to show you this. And yeah, the biggest update that I love about this thing is that 1-inch screen. It's incredible. I mean, look at the size of that thing. In comparison to this older one, the biggest pain is that when you're on set or outside, you literally tried to look in this screen and you couldn't see anything. You couldn't adjust anything. So you kind of had to, you know, put your hand over it and look into it. It was an absolute pain, but they fixed that, which is great. Now, in terms of the physical differences between this one does have a zoom rocker, so you can actually attach 2 motors onto here, and you can actually control the zoom and the focus if you really wanted to, but if you do want the side handle, you can actually attach 4 different devices, which is amazing. So you can pretty much go zoom, focus, aperture, and you can also control the Tilta Mirage VND system. Now I've got the manual one on here, but in terms of the other differences on here, the one thing that I absolutely love is the NATO rail on the back. Now you can literally just clip it onto a NATO rail and tighten it, and obviously there is a sign on here that says do not slide the NATO rail on here, so there are some pins on the back that obviously you don't want to ruin. So the biggest difference there is that, yeah, the older one had this kind of proprietary sort of thing that you had to connect into, which was kind of annoying, and you had to do some sort of Frankenstein thing to connect it near, close to your camera or on your camera. And one of the big things about connecting it to the motor is that if you had it too close to the motor, it literally just wouldn't work. And it's so frustrating how that works. But yeah, whereas the new one doesn't have an issue. If you connect it close to the motor, it's going to be perfectly fine. Now, obviously the last key difference between the first one and the second one is that the Nano 2 has USB-C, which USB-C is pretty much the standardized cord now, and almost everything's got USB-C, which is amazing, and it has higher delivery power. And through that USB-C, you can charge it really fast. I think the battery power is, I think it lasts up to about 20 hours, which is amazing. But if you do run out of battery, you can quickly charge it when you're on break, and it will charge up super quick. But yeah, let's talk about the motors, the motor difference here. So the motor is, they say, 5 times stronger in the Nano 2 compared to the Nano 1. Now, the one issue with the Nano 1, it wasn't very powerful, but if you use the P-tap cord to micro USB, you could actually get almost twice the amount of power out of it, which was pretty cool. But 5 times more powerful? That's incredible. And I think the good thing about this motor is that it is adaptable to the lens strength as well, because I know there are some lenses that have really stiff focus rings, and it adapts to that. But you can also change it in the settings as well if you want it to be faster, more sensitive, more responsive, but obviously more powerful as well. Now, the older one had micro USB, which we obviously know was the older connections. The new one has USB-C, which is amazing. And one of them is an input and output. So you can daisy chain this to, say, your zoom one and power it through that, which is kind of cool. Now, there is an LED indicator on the front here on the Nano 2, because you can actually have 4 different colors, and the colors mean 4 different things. Essentially, the purple is focus, the blue is zoom, green is iris, and the yellow is other. And I guess the other would probably be the Tilta Mirage VND system. Now, in terms of backwards compatibility, you can connect this to the Nucleus M motors, which is absolutely fantastic. And you can connect it to the original Nucleus Nano, but I think it's only just for the wheel. You can't actually program it to be the zoom. Not 100% sure though. The tough thing about being the first ones to have this is that I've got no videos to watch, so I'm kind of figuring everything out as it goes. But you can actually connect this to the Ronin gimbals as well, which is fantastic. I've got the RS2 and RS3 Pro. But the one thing it does say that you can't connect it to the DJI LiDAR system yet. So this, obviously, they're going to be releasing a whole bunch of firmware updates, which is great. So maybe potentially in the future, you would be able to do that. And like I said, there is that hand wheel that will be available in October, and that hand wheel will give you the ability to control up to 4 devices, which is great. And it's kind of a very similar concept to the Nucleus M. And you know, the Nucleus M is more of the professional line, whereas this one, it's just on par. I really believe this is very much catered towards professionals, but also catered towards solo shooters as well. And I've been using this on my Red Komodo X, and it's been absolutely fantastic. I literally attach a NATO rail on the side and just chuck it straight on, and it's been working fabulously. Okay, let's talk more about this screen and the features that's inside this. The great thing is that it's an over 1-inch screen, which is fantastic. And the brightness has been 0 issues during the day. Like, it literally is super bright. It has amazing haptic features. So you can put your A and B points on here, and it does give you nice haptic feedback, but you can also dial that back to, you know, not as strong or extremely strong, so you can really feel those A and B points. But even with those A and B points, you can select a range as well. So all you need to do is long press and then go for that range, tap it once, and you can work within a range, which is fantastic. And obviously just long press that to delete it. But the main screen has your focus, zoom, and iris, and then a whole bunch of other things on the front there. But the good thing is it's super responsive when it comes to the touch. And the next screen is the interesting one because you can actually control your cameras. Now, there will be a list that you can see on the website or on the screen right now of the cameras that you can actually control right now. But you can control the aperture, the shutter speed, the ISO, white balance, the resolution, so 4K, 1080p, the bit rate that you're filming in, and also the frame rate, which is amazing. And obviously it's got your record time as well. Now, when connecting this thing, it is extremely easy. All you need to do is go over to the chain. You literally select 2.4G channels, you search, and it will literally search for the focus mode. It will pop up on the screen. You literally click confirm. And obviously you have to double tap this on the side here with the focus motor, and that will open up the connection, and then you'll be able to find it on here, which is great. Now, on the third page, it's pretty interesting because you can put in the details of the specific lens that you're using. So you can put in Viltrox, anamorphic, 50mm, and then you could put in the T-stop. Now, I haven't exactly played around with this too much, but I could see that there is some use on some pretty professional film sets that you are swapping between different lenses all the time. Now, so far over the 4 weeks that I've been using this, it's just been an absolute game changer. Like, I love the Nano 1, but there were so many different workarounds and the Frankenstein bits to try and attach it to your camera. It did get a little bit annoying, but the Nano 2 literally solves every single issue. Now, I have seen a few comments talk about this screen on the side, and they're like, well, it's on the side of the camera, it's going to get hit and break. I don't think so. Now, it does actually come with 2 protective screens that you can put on here. And in terms of being hit, it just really depends on how you're utilizing this and how you treat your gear on set. And when it comes to my gear, I don't want to hit anything, but it could be the same as, you know, having your little Sony screen tilted out to the side. You could literally hit it, and it just really comes down to the individual and how you kind of treat your gear. But over the 4 weeks and the amount of shoots that I've done with this thing, I've had 0 issues when it comes to it being hit. But also it is recessed in here, so there is a bit of a lip on the edge. So if you do rest it on a surface, it's not going to scratch the screen as well, but you do have that screen protector on there. Now, overall, who's this for? Literally everyone. It's for professionals, it's for first ACs. They'll still love this. I know the Nucleus M is fantastic, but they're going to love this just as much as well because it's newer technology and the screen is super bright. The haptic responsiveness is amazing. Touchscreen's amazing. Everything is just great on here. I absolutely love this, and I know you guys will too. Anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. That would be amazing. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, let's get it.